Okay, John.
Hello.
How about telling us a little bit about this documentary that's just been made?
I was approached at a Pegida demonstration in Newcastle by a camera crew. Asked a couple of questions, then they contacted me back, and they followed us around on a couple of demonstrations, interviewed me, and then we had a dinner. Me, an Antifa guy, and Dipo Ahad, I think his name is, Muslim councillor from Newcastle.
Okay.
It went on for about 4 hours, the dinner.
Yeah.
It had some highlights.
Yeah. I heard the councillor was playing the victim. Apparently he believes he's being called Zionist and unlikely things like that, even though he's the person getting rich out of this whole thing.
Well,
the one with £1 million in the bank is the one that's the victim.
He certainly knows how to.
The one who can get people arrested is the one that's the victim. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's a lot like Ali Dawah, that they will demand respect and cover up.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I've got an ace up my sleeve to bring back on in. Oh, this film.
I heard. Before you go on, I heard you mentioned this earlier. The Antifa guy starting on Islam, where it sort of went in the wrong direction.
He calls me a fascist for opposing Islam, but insists on his right to criticise Islam. At which point the whole place nearly blew up with an argument between the Muslim and Antifa. This film needs a Kickstarter. It's probably at about £700 now. It needs a total of £6,000. Hopefully this will be linked at the bottom of this. And we get it in cinemas and then get to the question and answers at the end. This is Antifa guys, like all the lefties. If you disagree with him, they can only see the other solution being the gas chambers.
Yeah.
Well, his solution is the gulags. So, the gulags and starvation, we need to find a middle way. Yeah. And they just will not listen. Neither of them. I mean, both of them, the councillor, the Muslim and the Antifa guy, are convinced that theirs is the way forward. Yeah.
We don't know how it's going to be edited yet, but potentially it could come out as a documentary where it ends up with Antifa and Islam arguing that, with you just sitting back and watching it.
Well, it certainly happened at the dinner. Whether he puts it in or not, I don't know. But the shocking moments that I'm sure the editor found in the film of me would be me speaking the truth.
Yeah.
About Muhammad and the Quran. Yeah. If the truth is shocking, which it appears to be, it also appears to be offensive, being as that's what my current injunction is about, is criticise the police, criticise South Yorkshire, criticise the government, criticise the judges, criticise the courts. They'll just put an injunction on you and silence you. Yeah,
I mean, criticising Islam as well, but there was at least one funny item in there where Islam doesn't get a mention, and you can see there's only one thing left there. Mainly, it's just criticism of the police, and it's quoting what originally is out of the J report, but it's down as anti-Islamic. So obviously they count that as that's obviously something that would break your ASBO as well. If we take that behaviour and your schedule of behaviour as an indication of how they're going to interpret your nebulous-looking prohibitions, then just telling people what's in Easy Meat
report and the Easy Meat book.
Yeah,
in fact, that's
enough.
A recommended read, because there's hundreds of reports in that book. And none of them have been acted on. Yeah. The police keep saying that everything is okay with this group of people. Yeah. And yet every news report seems to indicate otherwise.
Yeah. And anyone that tells the public otherwise gets arrested.
And prosecuted. The only reason for this ASBO is that I'm fortunate enough to keep affording the fines. Yeah. I don't.
Otherwise, you'd have been sent down by now.
Well, I would have had to shut up, which is what happens to a lot of lads. If going on a demonstration costs you your last farthing, then adding a £50 fine and a court date and travelling and everything to it cost you, and it costs a massive percentage of your disposable income, like all of it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm at the rag end of my life, and I've got a little bit of savings left.
Yeah.
6 months in jail doesn't really scare me that much, although that
Your most expensive speech so far, £1,060.
Yeah, that was in Manchester. It's up at EDL Albert Square on YouTube. I got a bit carried away. That was unscripted.
Yeah.
But even so, the evidence the police put in isn't there.
Yeah.
It's believed by the courts.
The first quotation I saw in the detailed statement is William Gladstone's words. So they've obviously thought William Gladstone, quote name is criminal.
The YouTube clip, which they're relying on as evidence, actually starts a few seconds into my speech.
Yeah.
And if you know Albert Square in Manchester at all, you'll know that there's a statue, big statue of William Gladstone in Albert Square. Yeah. And I merely quoted him of the Quran, an accursed book, wherever there is this book, there will never be peace in the world.
Yeah.
And that apparently is extreme, to quote Gladstone. He said it in Parliament.
Okay.